Greetings, contractor. I do hope you've been enjoying your downtime. Doing whatever it is you humans do when you're not engaged in some kind of menial labor just to pay the bills and stay alive. But yes, it seems we might have a job for you here. Come and see me in Cluster 13 when you get the chance.
Another adventure full of blood, guts, and glory? Never a dull moment tagging along with you, Flesh.
Thanks. A reminder that the maintenance sector is to be accessed by authorized personnel only.
Spence and you. Good. Oh, you've wasted a badass customer in sore need of waste paper. Great. Here's some new creds.
Whether at the pinnacle, it still comes.
So, you made it after all. Some of us were beginning to wonder just how ready for action you'd be so soon after recent events. Here you are, and as a free agent, no less. Moving up in the world. I wouldn't get too confident, though. I think you'll find your time as an indent was just the training wheels. And now, the real ride is about to start. So, Y-Corp has a job for you. It's in a place you've never been to before. A zone some like to call the Dark Playground. It's in an area owned and operated by Malhorst Gelb, populated by corporate lifers, the elite of the elite. It's not for the faint of heart, but then, we wouldn't have asked you here if we didn't think you were up to the job. I want you to head over to the DP and see our contact, a man who calls himself Ontario. You can find him at his restaurant, located just off the dock when you first arrive. You can't miss it. To get there, you'll need to take a shuttle from the departure bay in the Edge. We'll mark it on your map. So, do you still have questions? Or is it go see our man Ontario, do what he tells you, and remember, it's a different world over there. You've got high-level corporate-sponsored mercs running around everywhere. Keep your head on your shoulders, be cool, and do not fuck this up.
So you finally figured it out yet? The innate superiority of the virtual over the real? No? Well, that's okay. You'll get it. Actually, hey man, can you do me a solid while you're out there? I'll make it worth your while, no lie. That's awesome, man. It means a lot. See, I want to experience the real, physical world, but from the comfort, the cleanliness of the virtual. Know what I mean? So like the real world in real time, but done through full-on VR. Like I'm really there, but not. So none of the messiness. If you can go to these locations I picked out and place these VR cameras, and then call me with their built-in phones when you're done, then yeah, I think we can cook up something really cool here. Here, first one I want to see is real close. It's that junkyard where the Hortians do their thing. The worst, you know, the place with all the statues. I hear it's really something. Call me whenever you're done placing the feed. I won't be here, but you can always reach me on the phones.
Come again? Sal said he wants what? For a soup recipe. He's insane. Must be a damn tasty soup. Here, I fixed the keycard. You can just waltz through the door. Sal better invite us over for some soup when it's done.
This is the feed, and I'm forever grateful of it. My dear audience, I have learned things on...
so many organic life forms looking so well off, and yet so utterly miserable at the same time. Fascinating. Looks like Ontario's place is due northeast, just past Trader's Row.
No, I'm mid.
Right now, child.
Can't get...
Mario,
Daagurjukgrainikse muiraan piirille ajorart ja meera floattoot helna en aitnuutmuuran mitä finger graskve.
midnight.
Withered branch, the crow settles. Autumn evening. My, look what the cat dragged in. I'm Ontario. Kira sent word you'd be coming, I must say. You took your sweet time getting here. So, now, let's see if it was worth the wait. First things first, all you need to know right now is that you'll be on a need-to-know basis going forward. And what you need to know right now is that I am the man round here. The local man. I know people. They know people. And these people, they know how to get things. Things we need. You'll be one of my people while you're here. Under my protection, such as it is. As for the gig, there's something I need you to get for me. And it ain't a thing, it's a person. I need you to find and then extract a scientist working for one of the megacorps. A would-be defector. As for the finding part, you know what this is? It's a hollow imprint. A record of a certain series of transactions from the net. See, a few cycles back, someone made an anonymous post on the Twilight Net. Now, the T-Net is where you get all the real biz happening, all right? What our corporate overlords might call the dark web. But what I like to think of as simply free and unrestricted trade. And this anonymous poster, whoever it was, said they were going to look to defect from their parent corporation. And they were going to bring a certain game-changing technology with them. Corporations, though, well, they don't like it so much when their life has gone out. So as you can imagine, this person's going to have a hell of a time making that move. And that is where you come in. This technology, we want it. Malor's Gelb, I'm sure you know them all too well by now, saw the post and made an immediate move. Now, they have the very same hollow imprint, courtesy of our fine friends at Onyx Void, which has the same data that can track down the whereabouts of the poster. So, the race is on to see who can find the defector and their technology first. They have an army with unlimited money and resources, and let me tell you, one real motherfucker is their chief head of security. Doubtless who you'll bump into at some point along the way. We, on the other hand, have you. Any questions? We don't know who the would-be defector is, or anything about them. All we know is they have access to a certain technology what we want, and the MG will stop at nothing to get it. All we have to go on now is the hollow imprint. It will point the way to the defector's location. The details I'll leave up to you. But you know the phrase, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. You know why that is? Because if you don't make the very best possible first impression here, you'll be... So what else do you need? Right then. Best you get going. And if Kira didn't mention it, then I'm telling you now. Walk softly here. We're looking for subtle, not full guns blazing. You get me?
We'll need to access a local comms node in order to see exactly where the defector logged in. Scanning. Scanning. Looks like there's an access hatch to the comm service tunnel in the industrial zone. Due northwest of here. Wow! Did you... The gore spread out all across his chest? Oh, so fashionable. Don't you think, Flesh? I wonder if that qualifies as ready to wear. I bet you'd look great in something like that. Pity that suit costs more than you'll earn in 500 cycles. We find their terminal, and chances are we'll find them too. It came from a POC located inside the Ratatoskr vert dens, down in the commercial lane of the main harbor. Apparently, these vert dens are all the rage these days, amongst all you dopamine-addicted organics. Jack into a VR world and experience life any way you want to. As a rich and famous playboy, athlete, speed crush racer. I guess for some, the promise of the virtual will always be so much better than the real waking reality. Hey, Flesh?
Pardon me. You there? Terribly sorry to interrupt, but I'm wondering if you could possibly help me with the most delicate matter. Splendid. You see, there happens to be a young woman who likes to frequent these parts, and although we've only spoken a few words, she looks at me now and again. I just know we're meant to be together, I know it. The thing is, I'm at Malhorse Gale. She's at By a Choice Farm. Well, I needn't explain to you what would happen if word got out. Still, I can't stop thinking about her. Could you take this note to her? Please! I can't trust anyone else with such a delicate matter. You'll find her at the Ratatosk of York. It's one of her favourite spots. Please, do hurry. I fear my heart can't wait any longer.
Ah, yes. Just the person I was looking for. You can call me Nils. Yes. So it seems you have exactly the assets I need right now. Chief among them being your distinct lack of, company ties. Splendid! I'm so pleased you want to know. Look at you. There's a mech factory nearby. And it wouldn't be a terrible thing, let's just say, if that mech factory were to experience some manufacturing delays. I won't need you to do any hacking, of course, nothing of the sort. In fact, we already have just the Carmen for the job. Now, what I need you to do is convey the virus we've already developed into the mech factory. Simple job. First, meet with our hacker. We'll support you from here. Report back here when the job is done.
we're looking for is somewhere here on site.
Why, hello there. What's this? You brought a note? For little old me? Yes, we've been making eyes at each other these past few weeks, but that's about all we can do. I'm afraid still, he's such a brave man for having reached out like this. And please, do not go back to the bar with this. Find another way to contact him. I'll be at Ontario.
Look at all these organics jacked into their dream worlds.
I was hoping to hear from you. And you have a note for me. Go to where I love shall bloom. Oh, well, that's easy. One of the few times we spoke, Dulcinea told me about her secret spot. A garden here in the arcology. She talked about the flowers. One, in particular, the moon blossom. She just loved the way it looked at night, the way it practically glowed in the dark. Do you think you could acquire one for me? It's at the Round Horse Guild Garden. Look for the giant statue and you can't miss it.
Accessing server logs. Analyzing keystrokes. Success. We've got it. Now let's see here. It looks like the identity of our anonymous poster is one Dr. Issa Lindstrom. Querying database. Dr. Issa Lindstrom, lifer with BioChoice Pharma, currently residing at the Apex Apartment Housing Complex in the admin zone. Second floor, suite 238. Let's get moving, Flesh. just ahead. We're looking for 238 on the second floor. Come on, Flesh. Not even someone with your limited mental capacity could hope to get lost in here.
You know it's customary here to remove your shoes when entering someone's home. But then I guess we can assume this isn't your typical social call. Now is it? I can save us both some time if you like, Agent. If you're here for the ruby, I don't have it. At least it isn't here on me. So, now that's that out of the way, what do you have for me? I have a few offers on the table at the moment, yes. Everyone play. Your coming here is a little unorthodox, but if that means you're ready to make a deal, well then, I'm all ears. Yes? Well? Sounds like you're relatively new to all this. Welcome to your new world, Agent, where your employer never tells you anything at all. What did they say? Need-to-know basis. Was that it? I feel for you, Agent. I really do. It can be frustrating working like this. A tiny cog in a huge lumbering machine. Never quite certain who you're working for, who's actually pulling your strings from the top. Hard to know what's right then, isn't it? If you never really know what you're doing, or who you're doing it for. What you're here for, the ruby, it's the culmination of my life's work, the game changer. For countless megacycles, mankind has dreamt of... Oh, what's the matter?
Between your boots and her brains, this carpet has definitely seen better days, Flesh. When life gives you lemons, throw them right back at the lemon giver. Let's take Dr. Lindstrom's security pass. It'll let us walk right into BioChoice Pharma. As far as first dates go, that definitely could have gone better. look at that. She's so much younger in her security photo. So much more alive. Who knew being a corporate lifer could take so much out of you?
You know, I've got to give it to you, Agent. Wherever you go, death seems to follow. This ain't exactly what I meant by fucking subtle, now is it? But let's not get sidetracked here. We lost a defector, yeah. But her technology is still the goal. Sounds like she told you a little more than we were expecting. So, I guess you just got bumped up one level on your need-to-know basis. We need you to grab the ruby from By Choice Pharma. Don't ask questions, don't think, just get moving.
So, how do you like my handiwork? Quite the shot, wouldn't you say? I do apologize for the blowback.